Hi, welcome back. Let's take a look at the Armytek Wizard WR. Now this is a headlamp. WR stands for white and red, so it's actually got pure red and pure white LEDs. No filter involved or anything like that. And you can simply click between them. Now, why is this a brilliant headlight for hunting at night, or anything at night? One, red doesn't disrupt your night vision as much. It also doesn't spill light everywhere and disturb all the game or anything else that's around. Then, if you're changing a tyre or you need to fix something, you've got white for all the extra illumination to help you see to do something complex. Mostly at night, you're just going to walk around on the very low power. It's also good if you're using a lot of night vision where, say, one eye, you're staring into a thermal or a scope. It does go a bit blind because it's exposed to extra light compared to your other eye. If you've got this on, when you walk around and you take the scope away, or the handheld away, this eye can suddenly receive light, and this eye is already receiving light, so you can actually walk. You're not sort of walking around one-eyed. So it's a big benefit in having a red headlamp for that purpose. Power-wise, 1100 on turbo on white and 230 lumens on red, and that's on turbo. Now, the red doesn't sound very powerful, but actually, if you take a look at my shots, it's more than enough. And remember, because it's not going through a filter, like some torches have a shove-over filter, it's pure power, not just having to go through plastic, which is going to degrade the image and degrade the power. Runs on a single 18650 battery, located inside, so there's no cables to get caught or anything, or no cables to rip out. It is waterproof. Single button for control, single press for on and off, double press for changing between the modes. Battery in the rear cap. It's also got a magnetic charger, which in the box is a USB magnetic charger, or just take the battery out and charge it. Remember, it's just an 18650. Got half my rifle scopes use 18650s, the handhelds use 18650s, so interchangeable. Other neat thing, and it has happened to me, gone out, rifle scope went flat, but I had a full battery inside the headlamp. Took the headlamp battery out, put that in the rifle scope, that then worked. Put the discharge battery back in here, and of course it went home on limp home mode, which was enough for me to see and walk. It's another good place just to keep a spare battery. Also a big magnetic cap, which is very useful for, say, putting on the side of the vehicle to change a tyre or engine bay. Anything that's ferrous, it'll stick to. The beam, absolutely lovely. Nice and wide, very smooth. So great for bikes, running, or just walking. Same with the white beam, it's very smooth. No hot spots in the middle or anything like that. It's very smooth beam. And one thing you'll notice when you go hunting is on red, you're not looking at 100% of the tree anymore. You're looking for the eyes. And the red makes the eyes pop quite nicely. So rather than trying to interpret the whole image and find the eyes, with the red, like you'll see on the reflector on the vehicle, just pops out. So rather than try and look through the whole tree for something, like a possum, you can sort of scan the tree very nicely and you'll be drawn to the eyes. Why one of these over anything else? Red's really important, white's really important. These have nice, powerful levels of both. Single battery, no cables. The torch itself will also just pop out. So you've got the headband strap that's in the box. Pop it back in. And you're done. Okay, so let's take a look at the red. Now this is filmed on a DJI Action Pro 5, which is fairly sensitive. If I look at the ground, I believe on the camera that's going to show brighter than what my eyes can see. Looking at the back of the screen now, that's similar. So let's cycle through the power anyway. So we've got low, right through to high. There's your high. Looking at the screen, that's a bit brighter than what I can see. Those trees are 15, probably 10-15 metres from me. As you can see, it's a nice wide smooth beam. It's not bright. As you can see, it's a pretty dark night. Still a little bit of glow around. Those trees are probably 30 odd metres away. Now if we double click and go to white, that's not too bad. Again, smooth beam, wide. Like for walking, as you can see, there's my feet. That is nice. And a lot of spread. So if I look down at the ground, or angle it down at the ground while I'm walking, as you can see, I can see very well without spreading a lot of light around. Now if I want to do something, I can soon go to white light, which again is keeping it down on the ground, but you're naturally going to alert things with a white light, and you're going to attract the bugs instantly. If you're hunting in the trees, neat thing is, and we won't find any, because there aren't any, because somebody shot them all. If there were possum eyes in the tree, they would stand out very nicely. For you to see. So normally I just have it on low. It's enough for me to walk around. As you can see. But if I am hunting and actually using the light, I'd have it on high. And it's not really high, it's only a low powered red pure LED. So it's going to last for a long time. As you can see, those trees are lit up quite nicely. Okay, now to prove a point, now it's not an animal, it's a reflector on a vehicle, slightly through a tree. But to the left of that tree, there is a back of a vehicle. You can just see the reflector. Now when you hunt with a white light, look at all the tree that I'm looking at. And there's an awful lot for me to interpret. Now I can see that reflector with my eye, that's not a problem, which nocturnal animals like a possum would show up similar. But watch what happens when I go to red. Suddenly I can definitely see it on the back of the camera now, and it's way more visible to my eyes, and a lot of these trees have dulled down. So rather than scan the whole tree and try and find the animal, with the likes of possums where they've got their eyes looking back at you, it's actually easier to spot their eyes further in and try and scan through the tree, and exactly like seeing that reflector. On the red, you can see it. So that's another reason that I hunt with red at night. Plus, a lot of people are using very, very bright white lights these days. You know, when I started hunting, it was a P7 at 200 lumens. Now they're like 2000 lumens. So eventually animals are going to turn away. Reaches a pain threshold, they're going to turn away. That red is nice and dull. Tends to be quite attractive to them, I think.